Hey, this is Random Guy here, and I'm here in my legendary office, and I just came back from the movie. I had a little movie night with my girl. Um, I was working as well since the early morning. Uh, I was working as a construction in the construction site, and was basically collecting rubbish from the floor. Was doing that for 9 hours. And then I came back, went for a shower, and picked my girl up, went to eat some food, and then we end up at the cinema, watched the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, which is the latest movie of him with Brad Pitt as well. And the movie is called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and it was a good movie. I liked it. And let's go back to business. So seems like someone's fucking down below. Like I hear that sound, like of moving bed. So yeah, I feel like I want to review the last month, which was August, and the first point that I made on my board uh, is that last month the biggest realization for me was not what I want in my life, not what I want to create, but what I do not want. And we can think of things that we want. There's millions of things that we want, and but even those things that we want to accomplish, those things has so many different things in it that we do not want. And it's easier it's easier to boost the list of different things and think that you can do everything, but really, it's not that simple. And as soon as you get into the activity or the thing that you thought you want to do, you realize it's not that thing. So these days I just ask question myself: what do you not want? Why you don't want to get into? And that helps kind of just discard some things. And the biggest drive that helps me to identify things that I do not want. It's like a point uh, from where I'm trying to make a decision. So that point is my value, and I just realized my top value. My top value is freedom. I really love being free, and it doesn't mean that I want to be by myself and just have all the freedom in the world, but it's more of if people who around me allow me to be myself, to feel free, to go if I want to go for a walk or spend time on my own, do some things that I want to do, and do not these people, if they do not holding me from my truth, from my freedom, I feel great, and realize that freedom is a big one. And when I think about it, things that I want to do in life, I really ask myself, is there a lot of freedom in that thing? And that helps me to decide. So let's say if I think of being a real estate broker, I'm just giving an example. That thing is not much of freedom, right? You got to be in the city all the time. You got to be meeting people. You got to show them properties, and do that even on the weekends. So this is probably not the best thing to do when you searching for freedom and you strive for freedom. So 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 my top value helps me to kind of identify what is the right thing and what's the wrong thing for me to choose from, and that helps a lot. That helps a lot in the last month, not so much as the last month, but the things that I've went through um, last month kind of helps me to understand what I want and understand what I do not want. So the second thing is the third thing actually. Um, you know, I realized that the one thing that I cannot run from, and that's a serious one, and I've been running from that thing for so long. I've been running from that thing since I was, I don't know, 15, 16 years old, and that thing's patience. You know, I always thought I can skip this thing. I always thought that I can, pass by this concept of being patient, of trusting the journey, and trusting that things will unfold the right way, and trusting the timing, trusting everything. And when you don't have patience, you feel like you have. When you're not patient, you feel like you have this hot potato in your head, in your hands, and basically you're just throwing that potato from one hand to another hand, and that happens all the time. And you cannot sustain the potato in one hand because it's just too hot, and the hot comes from the mind, and you think just, oh, I just don't have time, I just want to make it quick, and you make it quick, but you make mistakes, you force your decisions, you need to come back and do it again, and if you still not patient the second time, you need to you make mistakes and you need to come back and do that over again. So the patience is just a thing that just I'm slowly and painfully starting to accept. You gotta be patient. It's just the name of the game. And especially when we live in this time when everything happens so fucking fast, everything is just unfolding, and the speed of light, we can get everything instantly. And it's so hard to not expect things to happen fast because everything happens fast around you. And you go on Instagram, you see everyone's like almost every second account is having pictures with jet on their feed, or some beautiful car, some nice holiday, and you think, oh God, I'm just behind this whole game and I need to run fast. And I'm not materialistic guy, but I strive for freedom, and I just want to be free. I just want to be able to move wherever I want, and this is my desire. Either is inwardly to establish freedom, or externally. So that's my thing, and patience is the game. This is what I've learned last month, especially in August. It's not that I learned; it's just the process of unfolding that in the deeper understanding. And other thing that I realized, and that's a big one. As I said in the previous videos, you're not become what you want. You become who you are, who you believe to be, and I realize that I'm not taking myself as a guy who can bring a lot of value. I'm not taking myself seriously, and I do not believe that people can pay me like 2 grand, per my program, or pay even more than that. I start to accept that it's possible, and the more I talk, the more I expose this belief, negative belief, the more I realize how nonsense it is, and I gotta be willing to charge people for my time, for my skills, for my understanding, and my work that I put in for the fucking last decade to figure out how to become more confident, more free, and just how to quiet the mind, man. It's been a journey, and I see so many people suffering with this one, and I know it can help so many people. And me hesitating to charge people puts me in a difficult position to kind of grow as a personality and grow my business as well. So that's a thing that I need to address, and and just literally push that through. Just visualize how I'm doing that, make my brain believe that it's happening, and it will happen. And I've been stuck with my things, with my program, um, with the whole process, because I just simply do not believe that it can lead me somewhere. I think that's the reason. And the last thing, everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Just be patient. If I could just sit right here, right now, and go into future like 20 years when I'm 47 and say, dude, just trust the process, be patient, put the work in, be brave, be aggressive, be sharp, be fucking 10x, be bigger than you possibly can imagine, and that will put you ahead way faster. Hard work is hard work, but when you can expose yourself to a certain level and push yourself harder than other people in areas where they hesitant or fearful to push, that's efficiency. That's a different game, man. And this is where I need to go. I see how the internet is moving. I see how people adapting to new things, and they adapting fast. And I still feel like I have edge over most people, but sooner, like sooner or later, I will lose that edge, because everyone will get comfortable with the camera. Everybody get comfortable with things that they expose. It's just a part of evolution. And right now, myself, being as I am, I can jump there, and I can be the best, and expose myself, be in the camera, be in front of the camera, share a lot of value, create a lot of value, help people on a bigger scale, and build a fucking massive brand. I know I can do it. So everything's gonna be okay. Make sure you stay consistent, and things will unfold in the right way. So that's the end of the video, and it was day 29. And I'll see you tomorrow. That was my review of the month. It was a random guy. Thank you for watching. Bye.